Developed around 2500 years ago, naan originated by a virtue of an experiment after the arrival of Eastern India from Egypt. It was popularly cooked at the imperial court in Delhi during the Mughal era, and around the year 1526, naan was often accompanied by keema or kebab as a popular breakfast food for the royals. Generally, naan is prepared in tandoors, but today we will make these without yeast and without any tandoor on a tawa. So let's see how it's made. The ingredients required to prepare naan are listed out in the description box. So first we need about 2 cups of maida, and into it we are going to add 1 teaspoon of sugar, about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and then mix everything together. Then we are going to add about 1/4 cup of curd to it. The curd should be at room temperature and not cold. Mix the curd well with the flour. Then we will add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil or ghee. Mix again. And now we will knead this flour into a soft dough by adding lukewarm milk. You can also use water, but milk gives a softer texture to the naan. Once your dough is kneaded, wrap it with a wet cloth and then cover and rest it for at least an hour. You can also leave the dough for a longer period of time as well. Now after 1 hour, take the dough out and knead it again for about a minute or two. Apply some oil on the dough so that it does not stick, and knead till it is smooth and soft. This is important so that the dough attains a little bit of elasticity. Now divide the dough into smaller portions and make balls. Take one portion, apply some oil on the surface and your rolling pin, and then roll this ball like a roti. Keep the shape like an oblong because that's how naans are generally shaped. Try and roll the dough a little bit thinner because the dough has elasticity in it, and the moment you will stop rolling it, it will shrink back and become thick. So roll as thin as possible, but not too thin that it breaks. Then sprinkle some nigella seeds and freshly chopped coriander over the naan. Press it with your hands and then roll it lightly so that it sticks to the dough well, and your naan is ready to be cooked. Similarly, if you want to make garlic naans, the process remains the same, but along with some nigella seeds and coriander, you can add some finely chopped garlic, or you can also use some garlic paste or powder. The rest of the process remains same, and your garlic naan is also ready to be cooked. Now for cooking these naans, we need to heat a tawa on medium flame. Remember to use an iron tawa or a cast iron tawa. Non-stick tawas won't work over here because the naan needs to stick to the tawa. So now take the naan in your hand and apply some water generously on the back side of the naan. Be very generous while you are applying the water because this will act as the adhesive. Now place the naan on the hot tawa. Press it so that it sticks properly and cook over medium flame. Once you notice the naan to start bubbling up a little bit, it's time to flip the tawa on the gas and then cook the naan over direct flame. Keep on moving the tawa so that each and every side of the naan is cooked. Let me show you what happens by taking the camera downside. You see, this is how you have to keep moving the tawa all around, and your naan will get cooked from the top side as well. Keep on moving so that you get these nice brown char marks all over the naan. Once done, flip it over. Now scrape the naan off the tawa, and your plain tawa naan is ready. Now we'll cook some more naans in the similar way. Now if you want to make a butter naan, all you need to do is cook a plain naan and then apply a generous amount of melted butter on top of it. And your butter naan is ready. It is as simple as that. Now the process for cooking garlic naan is also the same. Flip and roast the garlic well so that it doesn't leave a raw taste in your mouth later on. Apply some butter and your garlic naan is also ready. See how soft these naans are, and nobody can tell that you haven't used yeast for making these. These are extremely easy to make at home, so do try making these at home. And if you enjoyed watching this video, hit the like button, share, comment and subscribe to our channel for more such interesting recipes.